So we'll continue learning about international organizations. We already talked about the ACM, Arab Common Market, and we talked about how the European got united after being like in a conflict, correct? Because of World War I and World War II. Later on, we have seen how they got united. Now we will see what they did when they got united, okay? Okay, guys? Wake up. All right, so first question, do you think unity is important or no?
Yes.
Why, Zainab? Give any example, I don't actually mind. Why unity is important? Come on, everyone. Aya, Carlo, Abbas, Zainab, sorry. Zainab and Abbas. You guys are here or no? Abbas?
Yes, Ustaz.
Okay. Aya?
Yes.
Says
Okay.
unity is like when more than like countries come together as one.
Okay, why it's important?
It's important to stop like conflicts between other countries and
Okay, so first stop conflicts, okay? Stop conflicts. What else? Sharing resources. Okay, what else? Yalla, think of it. Let's read and ask question about the lecture. You guys are hopeless. So the single market is one of the European Union's greatest achievements. Okay, so restrictions, this is one of the objective. Between member countries on trade and free competition have gradually been eliminated. Okay, with the result that standard of living have increased. So what you can tell from this paragraph only, so restriction on trade and free competition have been eliminated. You heard the question or no?
no, Ustaz.
Okay, I need the answer.
What's the question again?
What do we mean? What happens when the restrictions between countries on trade and free competition been eliminated, gets
Like
eliminated?
trade, there's no taxes into like trading into other countries, and it's way
Okay,
easier.
so no taxes. The trade will become much easier. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so we will see. Of course, the standard life of living will be increased. So we will see now what happens, what will happen, and what is the importance and advantage of the European Union. Okay, so single market can describe any area where people are free to trade good, invest their money, and move to look for work without facing legal, technical, or physical barriers. Okay, so we have this, let's say, Europe continent. We have different countries. Okay, so people can move from one country to another without any issue. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about movement. Also, they can start a new work, open new company, find another job in different country that belongs to the same unity. Okay,
Okay.
so it's more likely different countries becomes one country. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. So in 92, the 15 members of the European Economic Community finished building the single market. Okay, so the single market is the one that we'll be talking about. Single market describe the EEC project to create free trade, no restriction on the import or export of goods within the 15 countries and to mold them into single economy. Okay, so 15 countries or 15 economies became what?
Single economy.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so the single market, one big marketplace for all member states, is based on 4 freedoms. So we have 4 freedoms. Okay, freedom of people movement. Now, what do we mean of people movement without reading? What do we mean by people movement?
It says I don't know what it means.
Think about it.
It says like any movement someone does,
Mhm.
like traveling.
Like traveling, perfect, traveling. So let's say French people can go to Italy without any restrictions. Okay, this is very important. What will happen if Lebanese? What would happen if a Lebanese want to go to Italy?
It says they need a visa.
They need a visa. They need a bank account. Okay, account.
If you want to be like
They need a reason
if you want,
why they are actually going. So there is a lot of investigation will go in order to get the visa to Italy. Okay, so you might go for reason, you might go for tourism, you might go for work. It depends, and you might get the visa, you might not. Okay, but people within the union don't have this restriction. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's read. The freedom allows people to travel, live, study, or work abroad. A person living in one member country is free to go live and find work in any other countries. Okay. So we're talking here about 15 countries. People have the freedom to live in any of these 15 countries. Okay. So far up to 92, it was 15 countries. Okay. Wake up, guys. Good.
Yes, good.
Now, what do we mean by good movements? Freedom of good movements. What does it mean? It's the same concept, but for different reason. What's goods? What are the goods? No one? So, this freedom allows people of the EEC, European Union, or European Union single market. Yeah. To buy and sell product from to each other. Okay. Good. So freedom of good movement is like moving a product from to each of these countries. Okay. Who raised their hand? Oh no, no one. So freedom of services movement. This freedom allows people to share the skills and expertise they need from each others. And of course, finally, freedom of capital movement. Anytime we talk about capital, we're talking about money, so transfer or invest their money to in another member state. Okay. All right. So to make it simple to move from one country to another, EEC countries work together to build better roads, railways right across Europe. Richer countries help poorer ones with their road building. Okay, so now transportation became much more easier. Today, the single market is supported by a number of policies and regulation put in place by EU, European Union over the years. It has not yet become a single economic area. Some sectors of the economy, like public services, are still subject to individual EU countries' national laws, individual, okay, etc. Now, the significance of European Union single market. So, before reading it, do you guys want to say anything? Can you come up with why this is so important? No? Nothing? Seriously? So the single market make it easier to do business in the EU and contribute to faster economic growth. This is the first important question. Next quiz will be open-ended. I'm not going to do any multiple choice question. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so according to the EU, the series of reforms started in 93 generated 2.75 million extra job and growth of 1.85% between 92 and 2009. So if we're talking about number, what do you think here? happened?
Can you repeat the question?
What happens here? What happening? What was happening?
The series of
You're-
reform in
Okay, read it. Then tell me what did you conclude from it?
jobs started to grow.
Okay, so now we have more job opportunities and the economy grow about 1.85%. Okay,
Okay.
is it good or no?
Yes, it's good.
It's perfect. Okay, so this is one of the difficulties we're actually facing in Lebanon and in the Arab countries in general. So economic ties are good for European stability because they make conflict like World War II unthinkable today. So now people stop, or countries stopped thinking about wars. They are thinking about what now? Thinking about what? Since they all are united now,
they're
what?
think
Yes.
they're thinking how they can make the economic growth higher, better
How
in
making
the
their economy
European.
much even more better. Okay, good, Abbas. Okay, so instead of thinking of wars, they are thinking of making life much more better. Okay, so this is one of the advantages. By standardizing national regulations, the EU consumer policies permit its citizens, nearly 500 million consumers, to shop in confidence in any member country. All consumers benefit from the same high level of protection. So this is a key sentence that we're looking for. Consumers benefit from the same high level of protection. Let's say if here we're talking about like commercially, okay? If people want to buy stuff from other countries, is it good or no? Is it going to be protected or no? They're right. So let's say the product, they did not like the product, or the product was not like same as in the picture, or did not have a high quality. Is it protected or
Yes.
no?
No.
The customers are protected.
It is, okay, so they have high like quality customer service for all the countries within the European Union, okay?
Okay.
So this is a huge, we're talking about like 500,000,000 consumer, okay? 500 million consumer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now what do you know about the euro? Oh yeah, and Carlo, let me hear your voices. Which is better, the euro or the dollar?
The euros is higher.
Is higher, so why? Can you tell? Can you guess? Can you throw a guess?
Because it's more valuable.
It's more valuable, exactly. How it is more valuable?
It's more valuable in like the, what's it called? The trading industry.
Okay. Yes. So in years gone by, each country in Europe had its own kind of money. So this is talking before the EU, okay? European Union, okay? Later on, our currency, of course. Now there is one single currency, the euro, which all EU countries can share if they wish. Okay, so it's not obligatory. Having one currency make it much easier to do business and travel and shop all over EU without having the change from one currency to another. Okay, so let's say you're going from Lebanon to Europe. What should you do first? To France, let's say France. Be more specific. What you should do first?
Get a visa.
Let's say you got a visa and you're going to in the airplane on Tuesday. So you need to make a change, currency change, okay? Because the Lebanese currency does not work in France, correct or no?
Yes, correct.
So you need to change the Lebanese currency to euro in order to buy stuff, to make exchanges like reserve for hotel, live and move. Okay. Okay. However, countries within the union don't have to do this. Because they have a united also currency. Okay, or a single currency, which save a lot of effort for people who wants to move from one country to another within the union. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so chop all over. So the note and coins came into use in 2002. Today, the euro is an official currency of 17 of the 27 members. So how many members now we have in the EU today nowadays?
27.
Okay, so from 15 to 27, do you think the market has grown or not?
Yes, a lot.
Of course. So we have like 12 more countries. Okay. So more than 2/3 of the EU citizens are using the euro instead of the old currency. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So case study, how would the Arab world would be if the Arab in the Arab countries were free to live, work, study, whichever our countries they choose and move. So what will happen in, let me make this questions smaller. What would happen if the Arab countries unite same as Europe's?
It says poverty wouldn't be a thing. Like,
So I think we
there
do
would
have
be that much
22
poverty
Arab countries in total.
and no more conflict.
The first, no more conflict.
And like the poverty line would be lower.
Poverty will be lower. Or let's say decrease.
But it's impossible.
Why it's impossible? It is impossible, but why?
Because every single country in the Middle East has a conflict with other country in the Middle East.
Yeah, sometimes within the same country we have so many conflicts as in Lebanon. Okay, so Lebanon it's almost the smallest country in the Arab, the second smallest country in the Arab countries, and we have the most political diversity and problem in this country. Okay. So why
Okay.
also it's impossible? So let's say, okay, now what will happen? Let's say about, let's think positively. What will happen if we unite? So no more conflict, poverty will be decreased. What do we have in Arab countries? What is so special about Arab countries?
Oil.
Oil and gas. Okay, so we all Arab countries will actually be rich, will become rich because we have so many natural resources. Okay, so other than oil and gas, we have more water. We can like we have so many flat lands that we can use them for farming. Okay. Yeah. Who you think?
Okay.
Do you think that it's only the Arabs'
Yes.
fault that we're not being united, or there is some other issues?
Oh,
Some other issue.
it's
Like what?
Western
Western.
countries
Okay.
like
Why?
America.
Why Western company doesn't, or European Union also doesn't want the Arab to be united? Because if the Arab gets united, they all other countries will be so afraid of this unity. Okay, because most likely it will be some stronger unity in the world. Okay, so because we have in the Arab country everything that the world need. Okay, we have all natural resources, we have all human resources. Okay, we have
Okay.
all everything that you can imagine can be found in the Arab countries. Okay, this is why and also the position of the Arab country, the position in the map of the Arab country, it's in the middle of the world. Okay, so we have the Middle East and we have North of Africa. The Middle East has like the most strategic point in the map. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the lesson was ended. Let's see, read some facts about World War One. So it started in 1914, ended in 18. So World War One involved two opposing alliances, the Allies and the Central Power. The countries of Allies included Russia, French, British Empire, Italy, United States, Japan, Romania, Serbia, Belgium, Greece, Portugal, and Montenegro. Okay, the Central Power was Germany, Austria, Hungary, Turkey, and Bulgaria. Okay. So World War One was triggered in June 19. This is general information by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, and his wife Sophie. World War One included the first known use of chemical weapon, mustard gas. The United States of America joined the Allies in April 1917 after German submarines began sinking its unarmed ships. Okay, moving on. I think World War II was much more destructive. So World War II started in 39, ended in 45. Okay, German people suffered due to the harsh economic penalties and voted for Hitler to take over the government. So Adolf Hitler had vowed to tear up the Treaty of, okay. So in 39, Germany invaded Poland and Britain and French declared war on Germany. Okay, no, it's the other one. Germany invaded Poland, then Britain and French declared war against Germany. Okay? Okay, so Germany made treaties with Italy and Japan. So we can see here in World War II, Italy was with Germany, not against Germany. So the three became the Axis power. Leaders of the Axis power were Adolf Hitler, Emperor Hirohito, and Benito Mussolini. The countries that made up the Allied power included Russia, French, British Empire, United States, Romania, Serbia, Belgium, Greece, Portugal, Montenegro. Major leaders of the Allies were Joseph Stalin, Franklin, okay, etc. So in 1949, the United States, so this is the famous Hiroshima bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, on the famous nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay? So this is when using nuclear bomb was banned in the world. So Germany and Japan surrendered in 1945 and World War II ended. Okay. It was the most destructive war in the world. Around 30% of people died in this war. Okay, so it was a huge war. The whole world was affected by it. So guys, do you have any questions?